You're going to need, if you have a ball, a small Pilates ball and a slider at home, that's great. Also, if you have a couple of blocks, they might be usable. But without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start on hands and knees for cat and cow. Moving the spine and taking some deep breaths. Looking forward, relax your belly, creating a sway back, inhale. And then exhale, pull the belly button in, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, releasing. Exhale and round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog, curl your toes under and lift your hips up. Feeling the strong arms, pressing into the mat, hips go up and back, softening the knees a little bit to take some of the tension out of the hamstrings. Shift forward to plank pose, top of a push-up. Adjusting yourself so your shoulders stack over your wrists. Thighs are squeezed. Squeeze the tushy and pull the belly button in. Slowly lower it down. You can bring the knees down as a modification. Come down to your stomach. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders to a low cobra, using just back strength. And lower down. Pushing yourself back up to plank pose, curl the toes under, lifting up, strong. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, walk your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold and relax. Rise to stand, reach the arms to the sky, reach up. Belly in, forward fold. Step back to plank pose. Lower down to your belly. Exhale. Low cobra, inhale. Exhale, lower head down. Child's pose, pressing yourself up. Sit the hips back towards your heels. And take a moment to ground and settle in. Hear yourself breathe. Setting an intention for your class today. An intention is a goal. Coming back onto hands and knees, we're going to start with bird dog or sunbird, that you might know it as that name. You're going to extend the right foot behind you and keep the legs straight. Lift it up off the mat without letting the back bend. From here, you're going to find your balance point, lifting the left arm forward best you can, lining the arm up to the ear. Relax your jaw. Soften your gaze. For 3, 2, and release. Switching to the other side, left leg is going to extend, tighten the thigh, and lift. Slowly, reach the arm forward, right arm comes forward level with your ear. Finding the ease in your face. Get strong arms, strong core, strong legs. And release. Downward facing dog and pedal out the feet. This is called walk the dog. Bending the right knee and left knee. Coming to down dog, take a deep breath in. On your exhale, look forward, walk your feet to your hands. Lengthen the spine to lift halfway, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Stepping back to plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, which is a low plank, bending the elbows back towards the ribs, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Complete one more sun A salutation. Take a deep breath in, pressing your hips up and back. Exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Forward fold, exhale, and relax. Rise to stand, reach the arms to the sky. Forward fold, exhale. Stepping back, plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Down dog, exhale. Walk your hands backwards to your toes, coming to the back of your mat. Bring your toes together to touch. You're going to bend your knees a lot and pull your belly button in. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Utkatasana, chair pose. Smiling. Chair is everybody's favorite, right? Don't we love chair? Who doesn't love chair? Bring the arms back by your hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen out through the neck. Bend your knees a little bit more. How strong can you be today? Straighten the legs and reach the arms up to the sky. We're going to take a side bend. Hold on to the left wrist. Reach up and over to your right side. Hips move to the left. Coming back to center. Switching the grip. Reach up and over to the left. Hips move to the right. Coming back to center, interlace the fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Forward fold. Bend your knees to get your belly to touch the thighs. Knuckles towards the ceiling. Release the hands down to the mat and walk the hands forward to plank pose. You're going to widen your stance for a side plank. You're going to spin both heels down to the right, getting both feet onto the floor. Left hand's going to reach to the sky. You can modify by putting your right knee down. Slowly switching through plank to the other side, spinning the heels now to the left. And slowly, right arm to the sky. Coming back through center, lower down to your belly, come down to the knees, all the way down. Bring your hands back by your hips for a swan dive. Squeeze the tushy. We're going to add 10 pulses here. So an extra little squeeze of the shoulder blades. Squeeze together 1. Squeeze together 2. Squeeze together 3. Squeeze together 4. Squeeze together 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Child's pose. Those that were just in the arms and core class, I am so sorry. We had to do more of that. Coming back onto hands and knees for some hip circles, continuing with a little warm up before we get into it deep. You're going to bring your right leg behind you into a donkey kick. So your knee is bent, heel to the ceiling. Then you're going to bring the leg out to the side to a fire hydrant and then lower it down and switch to the other side. Left leg's going to come behind you, donkey kick, heel kicking, flexing the foot, and then bringing the leg out to a fire hydrant, pointed toe, and then lower the knee down. Let's go 2 more times each side. Right leg, inhale, and bring it out to the side, lower down, exhale. Left leg, inhale, out to the side, and exhale. Inhale, out to the side, lower down, exhale. Last one, inhale, out to the side, and exhale. Downward facing dog. Right leg, you're gonna lift it up really high. Stack your right hip over your left. Bring your foot up towards the ceiling. You're creating a little twist here. Opening up the hip towards the side wall. Slowly bend your right knee, bring your heel towards your hip, creating a deep front thigh stretch. Warrior one, step your right foot forward near your right hand. Spin your back heel down to a 45-degree angle. Slowly rise. You can use your hands on your thigh if needed, and then reach the arms up to the sky. We're going to straighten the right leg and then bend the right knee. Now, that's the beginner version. The harder version is when you bend the knee, you're going to hinge forward, okay? Here we go. Straighten and bend the knee, optional hinge forward to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and bend. We got one more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale and bend. Stay right here. Bring the hands back by your hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen out through the neck. Breathe and hold. Feeling it in the glute, feeling it in the thigh, knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take a deep breath in. Hands come down to the mat, plank pose. This is where everybody cheers. Yay, plank. Lower down to your belly all the way. We're going to do cobra push-ups. I'm sorry, arms people. Here we go. You're going to lift your head and shoulders and gently press into the arms, feeling the arms work. Now, if you've got spinal stenosis, maybe you don't do this at all, or maybe you come in and round the spine and do push-ups like this, okay? Here we go. Lifting and pushing 1. Lifting and pushing 2. You're breathing out when you push for 3. You got 2 more. 4. Child's pose, and 5. Downward facing dog, other side to go. Left leg, you're gonna lift it up really high and stack your left hip over the right, opening the hips towards the wall. And then slowly begin to bend your knee, bringing your left heel towards your hips. The idea is that you feel even pressure in both hands and you are pressing strong into those hands and those arms. Warrior one, stepping forward near your left hand and wrist, and then spinning the back heel down to a 45-degree angle. Taking your time and rise. So if you feel a little imbalance, you want to widen your stance, more like a railroad track. So not longer this way, but wider this way. You're going to straighten the leg and bend the knee, optional hinge forward for 1. Inhale, straighten, bend 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale for 4. And one more, inhale for 5. Keep it here. Bring the arms back by your side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, drawing the fingers down and away, long neck. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hands come down, exhale. Plank pose, yay, cheers. Side plank, open the legs, spinning the heels to the right, left arm to the sky. Coming back to center, switching to the other side, side plank. Coming back to center, lower all the way down to the belly, push-up time once again, 10 of these. Little bitty cobra push-ups for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and child's pose on 10. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Downward facing dog. Gonna make your way to standing. So walk your feet forward, hands backwards, whatever it takes. All right. I'm gonna turn to face you. You guys keep staying where you're at. You're gonna turn to your right, creating a twist. Feel like your hips are still facing forward. So you feel the squeezing of the abs as if you're taking a sponge and wringing it out. So you're squeezing through the abs, twisting, wringing out that sponge. And then coming through center and twist. Squeeze, keeping the hips forward, squeezing through the abs. And maybe just notice, is one side more easy than the other? Those that golf probably definitely feel a huge difference between one side and the other. Coming back through center and twist. This time you're gonna take your arms out to the side and all the way up to the ceiling, best you can, getting a stretch to the shoulders. Yep. And then bring them all the way back down. Don't lose your twist. Nice and easy, slow. Good job. Let's turn to the other side, twisting to the left. Get the hips lined up, belly strong, and then sweeping the arms out to the side, getting a stretch, reaching all the way up to the ceiling, and then all the way back down. Coming back to center, Utkatasana, bring your toes to touch. Knees are going to squeeze in, zip up those inner thighs. You're going to bring the hands into prayer heart center. You're going to lift and wiggle your toes. You may not be able to see it because we got the lights dimmed here, but maybe you can see my toes wiggling. And then let the toes rest back down. You're going to twist to the right, bringing the left elbow to the thighs. Try not to let your thighs move or your hips come out of place, meaning that I'm not letting them shift over like that, right? Got to keep them tucked in. Coming back to center, and now twist to the left. Bring the right elbow, and coming back to center. Reach the arms up. Sit a little deeper for 5. Good day. 4. Happy smiles. 3, 2. Forward fold. Exhale. Yay, you. You're going to step your right foot back into a lunge, keeping the back knee lifted. If you need blocks, this would be the handy time to have your blocks. All right, with the right foot back, your left foot is forward with the knee stacking over the ankles. We're going to do a twist here. But before you twist, I want you to squeeze your right butt cheek and right leg, one in the back, and scissor your inner thighs together. Twisting now to the left. Left arm's reaching to the sky. Squeeze those abs like you're wringing out that sponge. You're feeling it deep into your left hip. Squeeze that right leg. Tighten it up. Shoulders are strong. And lower down. Change legs. Step the right foot forward. Left foot steps back to a nice long lunge. Knee stacking. Heels are down. Back leg, your left leg, squeeze that leg and that tush. Your inner thighs feel a little squeeze inward, like you're, I hate to say this, but it's kind of like you're stopping a pee, urine pee. You're trying to stop it there. And then twist, reach the right arm up, belly squeeze, wringing out your sponge. Doesn't matter how much you're twisting, as long as your abs are ringing, squeezing. Strong shoulders. And release. Step forward, rise to stand, yay you. Ooh. All right, standing side bends. You can do it with both hands up over your head, like so, with the fingers interlaced and the index finger pointing straight up. But if that bothers a shoulder, you can always do one hand down on the hip. I'll demonstrate. So your feet either together or hip width distance apart, straight forward. This is working on alignment for the body. I want you to squeeze your tush, pull the belly button in. That lengthens your spine. Look at you getting taller right now. We're getting taller, everybody. Reaching up and over to your right, hips are going to move to your left. Now, if you need to modify, you can bring that right hand down to your hip. Holding and breathing. Holding and breathing. So now we are building some core strength and flexibility through the side. This is also not very pleasant. You're also getting a stretch through the tricep and down through the lat and the serratus anterior of your left side. Feeling it, breathing through it. Big part of yoga is being able to deal with the uncomfortable situation, and this is definitely one of them. Hanging in there, but telling your mind, right? You got to tell your mind something to get through it. Some people like to say, well, this isn't going to last forever, or this isn't that bad. This is actually kind of fun.
This is awful, it'll be over soon.
Yeah. It'll be over soon. It's awful, they said. It's awful, it'll be over soon. So happy time. Coming back to center, and we'll switch. So relax everything for a minute. Squeeze the tushy. Pull the belly button in nice tall because you're trying to gain length through the vertebra. You're reaching up and over now, and your hips move to the right. Find that first resistance. We're not trying to bend ourselves into two pieces. If you need to modify, you can always bring that hand to the hip. We hang out here and breathe. Really focus in on what's working. Legs are straight. Tushy squeeze. Stretching that right side, but strengthening it all at the same time. If you feel any sharp pains, you know you need to come out right away. Holding and strengthening. The mindset is where it needs to be. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to go open with the legs, so turn inwards, guys. In studio, those that are at home, you're just going to go open to a goddess position. So it's a second position. Your toes are turned out and they are a little bit wider than your shoulders. You're going to bend both knees just a little ways. Going to bring the arms out to the T. We're going to do eagle arm. You're going to cross the right elbow underneath, zip, 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 and see if you can get the fingers to touch. We're going to breathe here, taking a breath in, lifting up a little bit out of the pose, and then exhale, you're going to bend your knees, coming a little lower. 5 more. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale and bend. The arms can move. The arms can stay steady, whatever works for you. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. A little deeper now for the last 3, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And last one, we're going to stay down low. Get down there, get down there, get down there. You're going to lift your right heel, then your left heel. Right, lower, left, lower. Right, left, right, left, right, left. We got 1 more. Right and left. Straighten the legs, turn the toes forward. You still have those arms in this bind. I know it. We're in a forward fold. So keep the arms in the bind as long as you can. If you have to release, I get it. Forward all the way down for a hamstring stretch. Hands stay here if you can. Soften the knees so that you can let your head drop and hang heavy. Also start to relax your arms. Notice how you actually get more stretch through these arms. Breathe. Breathe. And then release your hands, fingertips to the floor, and make your way back up to standing. Okay, other side. So you can turn your toes back out or heels in. Other arm. So now it's the left arm under, crisscross, palms touching best you can. We're gonna do 5 pliés, each one getting a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees. 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, and 5. Stay down low. Now we've got the heel raises. We're gonna do the left leg first. Left heel, then right. Left, slow it down, especially the lowering of the heel. Really slow that down. That's it. You'll feel the that's normal. You want to get to that point. Yes, got one more set, I think. Yes, indeed. Nice. Keep the arms here, straighten the legs, turn your toes forward and parallel, forward fold, keeping the spine. Once again, bend your knees so that you can let the head hang down. We're looking to get as low towards the ground. Relax your arms here. Breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Release your fingers and rise to stand. Excellent work. Bring the feet together, shake it out. Hip rolls. So you're bringing your right leg across the body, bending the knee, lifting it up high, sweeping it out to the side, and like so. And then the other leg. Moving at your pace, going to your level. If you need to hold on to something for balance, please put your fingertip on something. That one little fingertip can make all the difference in the world. Four, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do tree pose, but you're going to get your ball. If you don't have a ball, you can grab a block or hold on to a pillow or hold on to something. So you're going to put the ball into your left hand. We're going to start by lifting the right leg up. You're going to grab a hold of the right ankle. You're going to pull that heel up as high as you can. You're going to press that heel into the inner thigh, not the toes, the heel. Once you've got that, you're going to take your ball into both hands. We're going to slowly bring the ball up over the head and then bend the elbows. So arms will come up. And then you'll bend the elbows, bringing the ball, pillow, or block behind your head, getting a stretch. Pull the elbows in towards your head and up towards the ceiling best you got. And slowly release and lower down. Excellent. Other side. So placing the ball into your right, going to grab a hold of your ankle shin area, pull it up as high as you can. Press the heel, flexing your toes back, and then grab your ball. Oh, there we go. Timber. One goes, everybody goes, right? And then grab your ball and lift it up over the head. Bending the elbows, tucking the ball behind the head and squeeze elbows in. And slowly release and lower down. Nice job. Now we're going to do the beginning parts of standing head to knee. You're going to pull the right leg up. You're going to lift it up as high as you can and flex this toe. You're going to take the ball to the knee. You're going to roll the ball down to the foot. So I'm bringing my shoulders down towards my leg. When I do this, you really want to pull the belly button in like somebody has just kind of punched you in the gut, okay? All right, see what you can do. Do it once and then try the other side. Pulling the leg up, ball to knee, pull the belly button in, roll it down, and then maybe see if you can hold the ball with the toes, flexing the foot back, right? Jazz hands, and then roll it back up. Let's go again. This is also good exercise for getting your pants on, right? Getting your shoes on. I had to relearn to do this at one time in my life. I couldn't do it. I had such bad back in such a bad way. Rolling down, there had been no way in the world I could have done this. I've got full ruptures of herniated discs, but you're building the strength. And roll it back up and change. You're also getting a nice hamstring strength and glute strength here. Leg is straight, but with a slight bend in the knee that you're standing on. You're gonna try to grip your ball and then roll it back up. Nice job. Wide-legged forward fold with your ball. I'm gonna turn to the side. You guys stay wherever is best for you. Preferably, you're gonna be like this though, okay, on the mat. But I'm gonna turn so you can see that my ball is gonna roll away from me. I'm gonna soften my knees because I'm trying to let my head drop between my shoulders, getting a shoulder stretch, deep shoulder stretch. Your legs are as long as you can make them without too much strain in the back of the legs. And then slowly roll the ball between your feet and then reach it as far away from you as you can. Put the ball on the ground is the ideal here. That way you're resting into it. And then roll it back to center, rise up. All righty. Whew. Excellent work. Now you're going to change out your ball for a block. And what we're going to do is I could do both blocks. Let's do both blocks. Let's be super safe. You're going to put your blocks down at the top of your mat, and then you're going to step with your right foot underneath your hips. Your left leg is going to come up into the air. Now I'm going to lift it up with the kneecap towards the floor and flex the toe towards the floor. This is a warrior 3 pose. From here, I'm going to open up the hip, meaning I'm going to stack my left hip over the right using the strength of my right leg. My left hip is coming up way high. And then I'm going to slowly control it all the way back to parallel. And then I'm going to change legs. So step the left foot down, right leg's going to extend and lift, flex the toe, knee down, toe down. Then I'm going to open the hip, lifting the leg. Yes, leg's going to come up a little higher because the hip's coming up higher. Then I'm going to slowly parallel the hip back down, toe down, and lower down. Let's go again. Starting leg, lift it, and then open up the hip. Press into the foot to open up the hip. You should feel a lot of work happening in your right hip, and then slowly lower it back down and lower down. Other side. Lifting up, nose down, toes down, and then turn those toes open to the side wall, and then slowly lower down. Hopefully you're feeling some deep, deep hip work here. Nice job. All right, we're gonna come into down dog. So place your blocks back out to the side. From here, pigeon stretch. You can do this lying on your back, but if you would like to come along with me, please do. Right leg, you're gonna lift and you're gonna bring the right knee near your right wrist. And then you're gonna slide your left foot back. Sitting up tall. And then forward fold, lowering down. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Now, ideally, guys, you don't want to be stacking on your knee and on your kneecap. So even if you've got to adjust so that you get your hip onto the mat, bend your back knee if you need to. You want to come off that knee joint so you're not over compressing into the knee. Relaxing tension in your jaw, relaxing tension in your shoulders. Breathe in deep and exhale out, sending that breath work and that release to the spot you feel the most. And slowly lift yourself back up. We're going to do the other side. Down dog, or you can just swing the legs around if that's more better for you today. Left leg's going to come forward, knee towards that wrist. And then walking your right leg back so you get your left butt cheek down on the ground. Once you're there, you're going to come down onto your forearms and relax. You can let your forehead rest on your hands. You can do it on a block. You can use your ball. Whatever it takes, take the tension out of the body. If there's way too much tension, you can always come onto your back and draw the knee in your chest like this. And slowly coming back up out of this. All right, we're going to sweep the legs around. If you need a down dog, go ahead, and we're going to come onto our backs with the ball. If you don't have a ball, that's okay. You can always use a block. It's just not as cozy. I'm going to lie down onto your back. Lift your hips up into a bridge as high as you can so you can tuck that ball right underneath your sacrum. The sacrum is the very, very end of your spine, right at your hips. And then both legs are going to come up into the air. Flex your feet, open the legs to a wide V, getting the inner thigh stretch. So when we were doing those second position goddess poses, we were strengthening our legs, but it was really a lot of your inner thigh, the adduction muscles, the ones that draw the legs inward. So stretching that's going to be a lovely treat. It's also kind of neat about doing it on a ball is that your small stabilizers are also working. There's a little shift in movement, not solid. You could also be doing this without a block or without a ball. This just tends to feel really nice. Slowly bring the legs back together and bend your knees into your chest, but try not to use your hands. Just have the hands by your sides. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can use your hands to help hold them in, but otherwise you can hold onto your ball so it doesn't roll away on you. Both legs straight up into the air, pointed toes, and you're going to lower the legs about 20 degrees. Keep pressing that lower back as if you're pressing towards the floor, although there's not a lot of floor there, right? Breathe. Slowly bring the legs back up and pull both of them straight as close to your face as you can go. Keeping the legs straight. Let's go one more time, slowly extending the legs about 20 degrees down, maybe 30 degrees. You got super strong abs. But even in this position, relax your face, jaw relax. And slowly bring the legs back up and as close to your face as you can, creating a pike position. You're going to keep your right leg there. You're going to lower your left leg to an L shape, creating a split. So lowering it down towards the mat, and then relax that left leg. Go ahead and let the knee bend a little bit, hip flexor stretch. And then slowly bring the left leg back up to the right and pull the legs in again a little tighter. And then the right leg is going to slowly lower down to the mat, hovering. And when you get it to where you can, you're going to start to relax the muscles, letting the knee bend a little bit. And then slowly bring it back up. Flex your feet open to a wide V one more time, inner thigh stretch. Slowly bring the legs back together. We're going to do pigeon on the back now, double it up. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Open the knee and bend your left knee in towards your chest. The objective here is to pull the right leg in to the chest. And slowly release. Switching to the other side, cross the left ankle over the right knee. And then slowly bending the right knee. You're trying to pull that left ankle into your shoulder or chest area. Without force. Breathing in deep. Using that exhale to release tension in the hips. And slowly release. Bending both knees, place your feet down onto the floor. Supported bridge. Just relax here. Slowly lift your hips up. Move your ball out of the way. And roll up to seated. All right, we're going to do the double L stretch. So let's turn inward to face each other because you want to face the long edge of the mat right in the middle best you can. You are going to use your ball for this. So we're going to bring the right leg in front and the left leg behind. I'm doing the mirror image for you guys. We're going to roll straight forward. So you're going to take your ball, roll forward onto the wood floor. Now you can always use your hand as a supporting guide as you reach it forward, folding over the leg, getting into that glute. So you're coming straight forward towards each other. So you're going that way. Yes. So use your right hand, your left hand, that's it, left hand, and you're going to reach it forward. That's it. And then slowly come on up. All right, now you're just going to leave your ball there, and we're going to come onto the right, what is this called? Elbow? Thank you. Right elbow. Left arm's going to come up into the air for a side stretch. I'm probably saying the wrong arms because I flipped back and forth. I'm sure I'm using all the wrong words. And then turn and twist. Bringing both forearms down to the mat. Should be feeling this a little bit in your lower back area, maybe your side obliques. And then slowly come back into center and switch the legs. Now your left leg will be in front. Right leg will come behind, feel a 90-degree angle. You're facing the long edge of the floor. You're going to place the ball into your right hand and you're going to lean into this. Come down onto the forearm, you're going to stretch it forward. Coming right over the leg, right over the knee, wherever you feel a stretch in your glute. You may even feel a shoulder stretch if you're tight in your shoulders. And then slowly come back up. You're going to keep your ball just wherever it rolls off to. And then come onto your left forearm, right arm up into the air over your head, making a side stretch. From here, we're going to lift up and bring both forearms down to the mat. And the further you guys have your arms or your head moving backwards away from your the front leg, the more stretch you'll feel right through here. Maybe the sideways, maybe in the front hip, maybe in the back. Coming back through center. Slowly press yourself up to seated and extend the legs long on your mat for a forward fold. You can use your ball for this one. Remember, we're going to move any extra cushion out of the cushion. I kind of like walk myself a little bit forward and then ball to the feet. Flex your feet back. Roll the ball to the toes. Stay there if that's enough. If it's not, take a deep breath in. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, slowly roll forward, and eventually maybe let that ball roll down to the bottoms of your feet. Oh, mama. Belly button is always pulling in when you're doing a forward fold. Breathe. Slowly coming back up. All right, we're gonna lie down onto the back. What I like to have you do, if this is gonna work in your neck and your upper back, is do a supported fish. You can use a block and a ball. You're gonna place the ball behind you. I feel like it's right between the, like my middle back, right between my shoulder blades, maybe a little bit lower. I like to start with the knees bent first to make sure I got my pelvis tucked under. Gonna take the block to the back of my head and lower the block down. Arms are gonna come out to the side or wherever it feels comfortable for you. Now you can get more stretch if you remove the block. But either way, you want the back of the head, not the top of the head, the back of the head to touch the mat. If this is not comfortable, please come out and just come lying on your back. Flat. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in, stretching out that heart space, and exhale. Really feel the stretch right there in the sternum. Inhale and exhale. Feel yourself melt over your ball as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. You're going to bring your hands to the back of your head to help lift your head up. And then lift yourself all the way to seated. Sitting in a cross-legged easy seat. Guys, thank you so much for coming to Yoga Fit today. We did a little bit more yoga and a little less fitness today, but I change it up every single time. Today we use no weights, but most of the time we either use bands or weights. Today's focus was glutes and twisty cores and a little bit of opening and releasing through the shoulders. Guys, thank you so much. Namaste. It was a pleasure having you. And we'll see you when I see you maybe next week. And just be prepared. Sometimes it's extra hard. Today was medium hard. Medium hard. Medium hard. And we didn't use the slider today. I know. I always bring it out and then I go, oh, it was a teaser. That's it. That's what I am. I'm a good little, I might tease you. Oh, what are we going to do with the slider? I don't know. It never came into play. But we will use it for the next class. So if you are sticking around for the next class, keep that slider out because I am going to use it for some class today.